the only reason you'd click on a video entitled "How to Start an OnlyFans Agency in 3 Steps" with a thumbnail of a shirtless Mexican is because 1, you're a degenerate, and 2, you're probably just looking to make some money, right? That's the whole reason you'd even consider a godless business model such as OnlyFans management. So I'm going to give you everything to align with your goals with zero fluff involved. To generate cash flow with OnlyFans management as fast as possible, there are 3 steps. 1, find a model to work with. 2, traffic in. And 3, chatting. Client acquisition, marketing, and sales. It is the most simple business model you can think of. Any other step is complete bullshit and you are wasting your time. You notice how there is zero mention of building an agency Instagram or creating a website? Why? Because every single retard does that. And guess what? They are the people who have been outreaching to models for months with little results. They are not making money. So if you want to group yourself in with those people, by all means, go ahead. Step 1, find a model to work with. This is the barrier of OnlyFans management, and it's what separates the competent and the stupid. If you even had the thought of how do I find a model, then you are plagued with the scarcity mindset. Most think that building an agency Instagram page, buying followers, faking testimonials, and posting models they don't even work with is the social proof to attract models. If that's you, please click off this video now because you're a fucking idiot. The best option is to work with models in real life. You gain advantage over 99% of the competition in the OnlyFans management space, and you will see other high-level agencies focused on having real-life management.
If you want to learn how to work with beautiful girls like this, Automation King coming at you again with another banger. If you guys want to learn how to work with beautiful models like this, what up, brokies? Automation King coming at you again with another banger. If you guys want to learn how to work with beautiful models like this,
there is no excuse. If this guy can, so can you. Girlfriends, friends, dating apps, people you know from school, your work, etc. Real life outreach, which means walking up to a potential model and recruiting them right there. Targeting local Instagram ads in your area. The options are literally endless. There is no shortage of supply for humans in real life who would be willing to work on OnlyFans. You're the one who's going to have to put in the effort. Understand that working with someone in real life will give you a huge advantage over the competition, and this should be your main focus. Now, if for some reason you can't find a model to work with in real life, be it you don't have the willpower to even try, or you're from an African province, then online outreach is your only option left. Just know that for targeting OnlyFans models as a beginner, this is heavily saturated, and most creators will hate your fucking guts because there are thousands of views. But I'm going to give you the last frontier of online outreach. Put a face to your name. This will establish credibility and trust and the ability to generate inbound leads if your page has organic growth. Make an Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, even create a free OnlyFans page discussing OnlyFans strategies, marketing tactics, and sales tactics. And on these platforms, try to give away as much value as you can. Seeing a face to a name is a lot more trustworthy than a fake agency Instagram page who has bought in followers. And if you do this, you are already doing something that less than 1% of new agencies are doing. If you want to be like the other 99%, go ahead with the standard advice. You can use onlyfinder.com, Reddit, or TikTok to look for small accounts to target. Now, how you should frame your outreach. Offer to manage and build a second account to an existing creator. What you will frame it is like this. She will keep 100% of what she is currently doing with her OnlyFans account, and she will have complete access and control to her existing account. What you will do is you will create a second account for her and drive all the traffic to that account along with manage the chatting. Most creators will be more receptive to this. Think about it like this. Would you rather have someone taking 50% of your current income and just hope that they will achieve the results that will bring you more money for your split, or keep 100% of your current income while simultaneously earning an extra 50% on a different account that someone is managing? Which one sounds more appealing? Now, if you are having trouble outreaching to models like this, offer to manage the second account for free for the first $1,000 earned. Now the creator is having two accounts, which she is earning money, and she's basically just making a free $1,000. Who would want to turn down that? If you make the model happy with your services, meaning you drive a lot of traffic, you save her time, then you can offer to work with her under a split. Would you rather waste your time outreaching to thousands of models, offering 50-50, or work with a model as fast as possible and already have the starting systems and experience to build the account? Always think about it from the creator's perspective. They don't give a fuck about you, your skill, your services, your looks, or you posing next to a car. The only thing a creator cares about is making more money for themselves or saving more time for themselves, as they should. Stop thinking with your dick or only thinking from your own perspective. And the last outreach option, if you have the capital, is to sign a model under a wage, meaning you will target accounts who are making less than $1,000 per month, and you will sign them under a salary for $1,000 a month. This is good if you have the capital to start with, or you believe you can generate minimum $1,000 on the account. If you don't believe you can generate that amount, do not do this. Work for free. Use another method, as you don't have the competency to be managing girls for 50-50. These methods I gave you are the fastest way to start working with a model. And hopefully you can understand to utilize creativity when it comes to finding a model to work with. If these outreach methods get saturated, use critical thinking, be creative, and start to find a way to be completely different than what everyone else is doing at the moment. Now, the best types of models to work with are models who already have a lot of existing content, as you as a manager can utilize that content for traffic sources and generating sales via chatting. If you work with a model in real life or you sign a newer model, you will have to have input on what type of content for them to create. I have a lot of free templates in my Telegram group. Just do what the model is comfortable with. I'm going to dive into that later. But in general, content creation as an agency is really not that important. You obviously want to work with a creator who can generate content, but your efficiency as an agency is going to be more based along the lines of traffic into the account and marketing. And for traffic in, you really don't need that much content. I'm going to dive into this. Step 2, traffic in. Now, once you have signed a model to work with, the most important step to generate money in this business is traffic in. It's not content, onboarding, booking calls, it's fucking traffic in. Who is going to make more money? The model who has hundreds of videos of explicit content who generates 1 sub per day, or the model who only has a few teasing pictures on our OnlyFans who generates 100 subs a day. There is not a single thing more important than traffic for an OnlyFans agency. And as an OnlyFans agency owner, you should become obsessed with figuring out how to drive traffic to OnlyFans pages. So, in the description of this video, I will link complete in-depth marketing strategies I've currently utilized or tested. This is basically like a course, but I'm giving it to you for free, so I don't have to please you and jerk you off 24/7. As I add more marketing strategies to my YouTube, I will link them down in the description. For this video, I will just be giving a basic breakdown of some traffic strategies to utilize for your OnlyFans agency. TikTok. TikTok is an S-tier marketing strategy. However, it is mostly creator dependent, meaning a lot of your results will be reliant on the model. If you have a model that is talented and consistent, by all means, utilize TikTok. There are other agency dependent traffic methods with TikTok, such as before was the slideshow method, now is the CapCut method, the flashing trend, etc. Dating apps. Dating apps is the other S-tier marketing strategy for OnlyFans agencies. And this form of traffic can be completely agency dependent, meaning all of your results will come from your competency as a manager rather than the creator's input. The only tasks the creator would have would be taking pictures at scale to utilize for photos on dating apps and verifying accounts. However, you can generate photos now using AI, and there are methods to verify dating app profiles without the model being there. So this can be completely agency dependent. To be competent with dating apps, you are going to have to go through a lot of trial and error, as well as investing money into proxies, numbers, boosts. It is skill-based marketing, and it will take time to master. Those are the 2 S-tier strategies that an agency can use, and I recommend you utilize one of them as the foundation. Others would be Reddit. Although most people think Reddit is saturated, I personally believe 99% of the competition is incompetent. So utilizing critical thinking and advanced strategies, you will have success. Twitter should be utilized since you can just recycle content that you already have. Again, having unique strategies will put you ahead of the competition. These systems, both Twitter and Reddit, can be fully automated through team and expansion, and I cover them in depth in the videos I have in the description. Porn sites. If your model is comfortable, promote her on different tube sites. Unique content and fetish content will do better than regular. Again, it is porn. Also, having unique funnels that indicate your model is open to do porn with subscribers will increase your conversions. I have an in-depth strategy about this that I am currently making. Instagram, botting, mother slave, buying promos, comment fishing, shout for shout. There are a host of strategies, both organic and black hat, that you can use for Instagram. Other traffic sources to let you brainstorm. QR code marketing. If you live in a big city, print out a bunch of QR codes of your model and distribute them legally. I actually once picked up a $100 bill, and on the other side of it was a QR code to an OnlyFans page. I thought this was pretty funny, and I nearly subscribed just because of how smart it was. Guaranteed gains and promos. I see most new agencies get scammed by this, so I wouldn't recommend it for starting off, and it also requires capital. Do not spread yourself like a donkey missing his back right leg when it comes to traffic sources. Narrow your focus on 1 or 2 and master it. Mastering a traffic source for me means anywhere from 50 to 100 paid subs per day. Traffic acquisition should be your main content of study, as it is literally the most important part of OnlyFans. However, every guru in the space seems to be talking more about branding, content plans, communication, and shit that does not fucking matter at all. Step 3, chatting or sales. Now, the biggest source of your revenue should come from chatting. However, you do need the traffic in to your OnlyFans page to generate revenue with chatting. This is why it is the last step. Chatting should cover over 70% of the revenue on the account. Your options are for small accounts, and if you're just starting off, you can do the chatting yourself. There are templates linked in my Telegram group for learning about chatting. Just basic copywriting and sales skills will have direct results onto chatting. I recommend you do start off chatting yourself, learning how it works, and seeing if you are competent. Now, moving on, once you reach a point where you want to outsource your chatting, you can hire a chatter online from sites like onlinejobs.ph or Upwork. Or if you really want to get creative, you can go on Grindr in different third world countries such as the Philippines, Latin American countries, and try to hire gay guys on there to do chatting for you. Make sure you put your chatters through a training protocol of what you have learned and vet them properly before getting them started. Your last option is to work with a chatting agency. This is good if you want to completely focus on driving traffic to your models rather than managing chatting. Most quality chatting agencies do take a large commission, but it's completely worth it if you are running traffic at scale. The metric you want to aim for is minimum 1-to-3 ratio, meaning for every $100 in subs, you earn $300 in messages. Now, those are the vital steps to generating money with OnlyFans management. However, I will be covering other miscellaneous steps that will also contribute to getting started in this space. Onboarding. People make this a big deal, but it's not. When signed a creator, give her a content plan based on what is discussed. Access her account through an anti-detect browser like Dolphin or through softwares like Inflow. This is to protect yourself in case the account gets photo locked. You'll just have her log in to these softwares and verify the account. Have her compile all the content she has and send it through a cloud drive. Easy as that. You don't even need to do a call, to be honest. Trust and verbal communication will prevail over a contract, especially starting off. Do not think a contract will protect you or you can get a model to work with you for months. Contract templates in the free Telegram group. You can use a website like DocuSign to email the contract over to her and then she will just sign it online. Company structure. This really does not matter for starting off, but you want to frame your agency as a marketing or consultant agency tied to an LLC, as this will give you the least amount of problems in terms of banking and everything else along the road. Do not mention adult or OnlyFans or have your website be ofpimp123.com. Again, this company structure is only for banking purposes, audit purposes, anything. It is not going to be the face of your business. This is just the company structure behind the scenes. Payment and banking. I set up payments to my models and I invoice them directly. I am comfortable doing this because I only work with models I trust. If you do not trust your model, there are other methods to get paid, which I cannot discuss. However, I can say that you probably shouldn't be working with models who you do not trust. The best withdrawal option is the Visa debit option. It arrives in your bank in 1 hour and there is no fees. The Visa has to be in the creator's name along with being in the country the creator had registered. The other option would be bank transfer. I would not recommend receiving payouts to Wise from OnlyFans, as Wise is not adult friendly and at scale, they could lock your account. Another option would be Paxum. If you are in the US, you have to create a business account with Paxum tied to your LLC. You would withdraw to your model's personal Paxum and she could just send it to your Paxum. Social media presence. Do not make an agency Instagram or website to attract models. 99% of agencies do this and creators avoid them like the plague. Rather, build a social media based on giving value to potential creators. It is best if you do videos showing your face, as this builds credibility and trust, as I've said before. Talk about optimization, marketing, chatting strategies, something that will prove you can actually provide value to the table. You can use TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, free OnlyFans page, anything. Again, no one does this. Be the 1% and do this. Do not hide behind your screen with a bunch of fake testimonials and a bunch of other bullshit that creators all avoid. For example, I built a YouTube a couple months ago doing this, and since then I have had an endless amount of inbound leads of models who would be willing to work with me. I even had inbound leads when my Instagram had less than 200 followers, just because I gave the credibility and trust rather than the 50,000 follower agency Instagram page. Creators aren't dumb. Stop grouping yourself with other people, be the 1%, and try something different. Expansion and team. Once you get to a point where you start making good profit with OnlyFans management, your next goal should be applying leverage via systems or team. I would recommend finding a close friend who you can have as your operations manager and incentivize him to grow the business with you by doing a profit share of the business. You want to hire VAs for mundane tasks such as organization, marketing setups, editing, creating accounts, etc. Again, onlinejobs.ph, Upwork, there are many places to find virtual assistants. Just don't make your hiring profile mention OnlyFans or adult, as you will get banned from these recruitment websites. Only do what a model is comfortable with. This is huge. I see many trying to strong arm a model into content or making her feel guilty for being lazy. If you're that type of person, you deserve the consequences that will come to you in the future. If you don't like a model's workflow or you think she's lazy, simply let her go and find another model. Rather than sit there and bitch about it, do something, right? If you think a model being lazy is the cause of your lack of revenue, a lot of the times it's just your competency as an agency. I have scaled creators to over $10,000 a month with receiving about 4 hours of content from them a week. There are ways to be successful as an OnlyFans manager without having to rely on a model to slave TikToks for you. I saw a video of a dude who blamed a creator and calling her lazy for making 3 TikToks a day. And he made an entire video just saying that like she's lazy and that's why we lost money. This pissed me off, seeing as the guy sells a $5,000 mastermind. You're paying $5,000 to rely on models to slave TikToks for you. That's literally retarded. Do not work with more than 2 models at a time. This is the most stupid thing I see new agencies doing. They think it's some kind of flex to say they're working with over 5 models, over 10 models. As a new agency, your focus should be on vertically scaling quality models, not going out and hiring models like you're some kind of fucking OF empire. Like you're not. You're a fucking new agency. Find quality models to work with and scale them as much as possible. I recommend up to 2 in case one model does leave or she does not provide the value you are expecting. And then if you want more models, shift the models between who would be able to provide more value to you. So if one model is lacking, replace her with another model. Do not go ahead and start off managing a bunch of models. Managing a lot of models is possible and very profitable, but for starting off, it's not. You need to build the leverage before you get to that point. Here's an important one to mention. This is a godless business model with no ethics. To be profitable with OnlyFans management or to be profitable with an OnlyFans agency, you're going to rely on deceit and manipulation to generate as much cash flow as possible. Looking at it from a business perspective, that is all that matters. However, I see some guys go through mental acrobatics. Personally, for me, I have no morals or ethics. I only care about money. That is why I'm able to discuss this truthfully and say that it is unethical. I'm a sociopath. I don't care. But don't go through hoops in your mind to justify you're okay because, you're an asshole. You're an asshole. I'm an asshole. If you're watching this far, we're all assholes. Networking is going to be your best place to learn. This is how I learned the most when I started. It's not going to be from a course or mentorship. I do have a free Telegram group. Instructions in the description. However, if you are new and just starting off, you are not allowed to ask questions as you most likely have no value to give. I will kick you instantly. I do not care. And I have every right to because it is free. If you want a group that caters to beginners and caters to beginner questions, you can buy a course, and in their group chats, they're more open because, you paid $500, they can't kick you. And that's it. Those steps are a clear view on how to generate money with OnlyFans management. I see most gurus talk a lot of bullshit, such as outreach scripts, fucking looms and zooms and shit, logos, websites, like everything that doesn't have to do with making money. I'm only making this video because of all the nonsense out there and hopefully to attract people who care more about money than logos and social proof. If you want to see how I personally got started and scaled it to over $20,000 a month, you can go ahead and watch my first video. That's all for now, boys. Peace out.